Lightyear Lockdown is a multiplayer game where you've got 3 aliens and 3 astronauts on a lockdown spaceship. The aliens have to win by destroying all the ship systems or killing the astronauts, and the astronauts have to win by repairing the ship and killing the aliens. We've been working on it for over a year, and this video is just going to show progress that we've made in the past couple of months. Here's what it used to look like when you repaired something with a blowtorch. It's pretty simple, there wasn't any sound, there was no feedback, it didn't make you feel good repairing stuff. Now with a circular progress bar, it turns from red to amber to green, it makes a sound when you've successfully repaired something. It feels better, gives you more feedback, it slows the pace of the game down and it's easier to balance. The next couple of clips are just going to be updates of the ship. I've changed a lot of the levels in the game. The levels are a lot more spacious. We had to separate them for level streaming, so the performance is a lot better. The FPS is higher. The rooms feel a bit more distinct, so you know where you are without being familiar with the game. When you get hit now, there's a damage indicator which shows you which direction you've been hit from. It was big and daft like it is in this clip, but it's been improved since then and it's a lot more neater and doesn't take up as much space on the screen.
I see ya.
There's a lot more detail and variety in events. Before, they were all just flat planes and it was hard to recognise where you're going and make a mental map. Now there's a bit more variety, it looks nicer. Power rooms had a big change. Before it looked nice in third person, but there wasn't a lot of space to go anywhere, you can only really go in and out. And when the power was off, this vent that you could go through, it was impossible to know where you were going. Like you couldn't see when to jump, you kept getting stuck.
Stream life change. This is high octane shit. I need to reload. Where have we gone?
Nick's done a really good job redesigning a lot of the levels in the ship. This was what a comm room or security room looked like before. The lighting was really flat, dead small. It didn't really stand out from any other part of the ship, when a lot of the ship looked like this. Those are another example of the shadows that you kept running into in third person with bad lighting. It's more like a landmark now, and the main rooms which can be damaged feel like the more important spaces on the ship. So separating the map into different levels helped a lot with the performance, but one problem that's pretty obvious is the security camera, which is looking at different levels. So the levels are only visible when you get near them, so if you're looking through a camera at a level that's nowhere near you, it's going to look like this, and it's going to be a bit broken. So that's something that we've got to change.
It was like blue, now it's like Discord. Oh, I'm so slow.
The blood splatter effect that happens when your character takes damage isn't on the screen for as long now. It did take up a lot of the space and it was hard to see, but it's been toned down a bit now. It's a lot better. Some major glitches have been fixed, like this one, where sometimes when you were shooting, your laser just wouldn't appear. It's been fixed and improved so that now when you're using heat vision as the astronaut, you can see your laser. I spent a lot of time messing about in the ship, showing each other the new things that we've developed, because we don't do playtests often. Any free time we get we usually spend making the game. This is what the very first main menu looked like, which Nick made. It was when the game was called 10 Days and it was more about survival than fighting. This is the current main menu, which Nick's made. It looks 100 times better, and recently I've just improved some of the text in the how to play section. I've also started working on the loadout for your astronaut, which is in the lobby. At the moment you can change your weapon 1, weapon 2, your power, your model and your colour. It's still a bit glitchy and we're not 100% on the design of it, but it works for now. The alien's got a new ability where it can scream and it sends out this weird particle effect and it scans the ship. The latest thing that I've worked on is the animation for the astronaut's melee attack, or stun. It doesn't seem like there's a lot left till the game's finished now, so a lot of the things we're going to be adding is going to be either improving combat or performance. The game's come a really long way since we started working on it, and this footage shows it. If you want to see more of the game, follow Northbeat Games on any of these sites and look out for when we do another playtest. Thanks.